Hello everybody, welcome to Tarot and the Star. I'm your host, Melody. Today we'll be doing another missing persons ghost box reading, and this will be on Maddy Scott, other known as Maddy Scott. She went missing on May 28th, 2011. She was 20 years old. So let's say our prayer to Archangel Michael first. Archangel Michael, please protect me and my viewers as I conduct this ghost box reading on Maddy Scott. Please protect us from negative forces, negative energies, negative beings, demonic forces, demonic entities, demonic beings. And please shield us in white light and do not allow these things to attach or attack us during or as we watch this ghost box reading in the future. Please protect us from such things and keep us shielded from such things. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for your love and support on the continuing programs of the missing. Amen. Okay, so Maddy Scott. Maddy Scott went missing on May 28, 2011. She was 20 years old, from British Columbia in Canada. She was described as somebody that was pretty athletic. She liked biking, horseback riding, figure skating, a lot of sports. And during the time of her disappearance, she was going to a party. She was going to go to a party with her friends. And she traveled to a place called Hogsback Lake in a 1990 Ford F-150 pickup truck that was white. She was with her friend Jordy Bulldog, and they were going to a party. And she ended up going to her tent, to get some sleep, went in her sleeping bag, texted her father some messages. Apparently a fight broke out between her and her friend, and her friend left with her new boyfriend. And she said that she asked her friend Maddy to go, but Maddy didn't want to go. So apparently Jordy's boyfriend picked her up. They took off, and then the next day Jordy came back to the campsite around 8:30 a.m. to collect Maddy's clothes, and or I should say to collect her own clothes in her sleeping bag. So she came to collect her own clothes and sleeping bag. Jordy did. And she found things kind of disarrayed. She found the tent was unzipped, and the sleeping bags and items were moved to the side. She said she didn't see anything. She didn't see Maddy anywhere. But she also didn't report Maddy Scott's disappearance to anyone. So, what we have to ask ourselves here is, it's a rural area. And we do know that Maddy Scott was found 12 years later, in May 2023. Her remains were found in a more rural part of the area. But what we have to ask ourselves, because we're looking into the clues as to what happened here, is whether or not Maddy Maddie's friend had anything to do with this, or her boyfriend had anything to do with this, or if this was just a random act where somebody came over to Maddie's tent and saw her sleeping in the tent maybe, and did something. We need to figure that out. So let's get into it and find out what kind of clues we can get. As I mentioned, they did find her remains several years later. So this won't be necessarily on missing, but more on the clues as to what happened to Maddy Scott. So I may list this as a missing episode, but I'm also going to put on there that she was found, but we are trying to gather the clues as to what happened. I might list it with something in the lines of that. Okay, so let's get into this. Spirit guides of Maddy Scott that went missing on May 28th, 2011 from British Columbia, Canada. We do know, spirit guides of Maddy Scott, that she was found in May 2023. But what we are asking you is, what happened to Maddy Scott that night on May 28th, 2011? What happened to her? Spirit guides of Maddy Scott that originally disappeared on May 28th, 2011 and was found in May 2023 from British Columbia, Canada. Spirit guides of Maddy, was there a fight that broke out with Maddy and her friend? Spirit guides of Maddy Scott that had disappeared on May 28, 2011 from British Columbia and was found later in May 2023. Did Maddie's friend, Jordy Bulldog, have anything to do with Maddie's disappearance, her whereabouts found later? Spirit guides of Maddy Scott that went to a party the evening of May 27, 2011. Can you tell us if Maddie's friend Jordy got into an altercation with Maddie, resulting in an injury of Maddie.
Stop. Last chip.
Spirit guides of Maddy Scott that went missing May 28th, 2011, but she was last seen on May 27th, 2011 by her friend Jordy Bulldog. Did Jordy Bulldog's boyfriend have anything to do with Maddy Scott's disappearance?
Hey, Doc.
Spirit guides of Maddy Scott that went missing on May 28th, 2011, but was last seen by her friend Jordy Bulldog on May 27, 2011. Can you tell us what happened when Maddie went into her tent to go to sleep and she was texting her father? What happened that night? Spirit guides of Maddy Scott that went missing on May 28, 2011, but was last seen by her friend Jordy Bulldog on May 27, 2011. What happened to Maddie when her friend Jordy Bulldog left her?
Here. Man, your life. You like where?
Spirit guides of Maddy Scott that went missing on May 28, 2011, but was last seen by her friend Jordy Bulldog on May 27, 2011. Was there anybody involved in the disappearance of Maddy Scott that was not her friend?
The best.
spirit guides of Maddy Scott that went missing on May 28, 2011, but was last seen by her friend Jordy Bulldog on May 27, 2011. How many people are involved in Maddy Scott's disappearance, please?
Hello?
Get in the river.
Spirit guides of Maddy Scott that went missing on May 28, 2011 from British Columbia, Canada. Does Maddy Scott have any last-minute messages for her friends, family, or authorities, please?
Instruction. Forget it. Eat it. Order. You like them?
Thank you so much for coming through, Spirit Guides with Maddy Scott. And thank you for coming through, Maddy Scott. If you came through, we do know that you are gone now. So thank you if you came through. We appreciate that. And thank you for any spirits that came through that wanted to speak on behalf of Maddy Scott or had extra clues as to what happened to her that night. Thank you for coming through and providing that additional insight. We are saying goodbye to you all now. We are ending the session and we are saying goodbye to you all now. We are ending the session with you all now, and we are saying goodbye to you all now. Goodbye, we are ending the session, goodbye. And for those of you still watching Tarot and Star, it's so strange. We're going to get the clues to this, definitely. I heard a lot of, different messages that were coming across, so I'll put the clues on the screen and see if we can gather anything what happened to her. I don't know, I feel like some kind of altercation or something. That's what I'm picking up. We'll see what it says with the clues, definitely. It's very sad because, she was 20 years old when she went missing. And her occupation was a heavy-duty mechanic. Very skillful. So it's sad to know that her remains were found, and it took so many years to find her. So hopefully we can get some clues as to what happened here, who's responsible. Perhaps that comes through we'll see what clues come up. Thank you so much for joining me with Tarot in the Start today and for watching this program. And if you're not subscribed, do subscribe. I do put out videos all the time. And click on the notification so you're notified of my upcoming videos. And if you have any recommendations, you can definitely drop a comment on, a missing person that you recommend and where they went missing from. I would love to hear from you, and we could look into it. So thank you so much, and I appreciate every single one of you and all the love and support you're showing to this show. Keep on liking, keep on sharing. This goes out into the algorithm so other people could see this and know that we do care about the missing and that we are looking for the missing. We're not going to stop looking for the missing or trying to find out clues as to what happened to them. So, it makes that message loud and clear to other people that we do care as a community to find the missing and or what happened to them. It's very important. So thank you so much for joining me with today's program. All of you are special. All of you are wonderful. And I want you to always know that, how much I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Until the next one. Bye now.